Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Net Exponent. My name is Yashika. So today in this video, I am going to discuss with you about a very important topic, and that is how can you come to know about whether a bank is stable or not, right? So for this, we have a measure, we have an accounting based measure, and just through this simple formula, you can come to know whether the bank is stable, it's sound or not, right? So this formula is based on three things. First is ROA, that is the profitability of the banks. Second is the equity ratio, and third is the standard deviation of ROA. Let's understand this formula in a very simple language. See, for example, if there is a crisis situation or there is some stress that is going on, so for a bank has two things, right? First is profit and second is equity, right? Profit plus equity is the, you can say it acts as a buffer for the banks. This is the buffer for the bank in case of any crisis situation, right? Now see, for example, I'll just simplify this formula. For example, the ROA of the bank, the bank's ROA is normally, it's between 0.5 to 1%. So for example, the ROA of the bank is 1%, right? And the equity capital is suppose 8%, right? So you can say the total buffer the bank has is that of 9%, right? 1% ROA plus 8% is the equity capital. Now suppose COVID happened or some stress that is going on, right? Because of that stress, the ROA of the bank declined, right? It came down to, for example, I'm taking a very extreme example. For example, at that time the ROA came down to minus 8%, right? From 1% it came down to minus 8%. So now this minus 8% of loss, this will be absorbed by the bank from this equity capital, right? I said there are two buffers, ROA and equity. So if a bank is into losses, that buffer will be absorbed from the equity capital. So this loss will be absorbed by the equity capital. But how much is the equity? It's just 8%, right? And the loss is minus 8, right? So now the bank has become insolvent because it doesn't have any equity left. All the equity is wiped out, right? So this formula tells that how much this ROA has to fall so that the equity gets wiped out, right? ROA कितना गिरे नीचे कि equity खत्म हो जाए बिल्कुल and the bank becomes insolvent, right? So this is what this Z-score formula is telling. It is telling the number of standard deviation the ROA has to fall for the equity to wipe out and the bank becomes insolvent, right? So this formula is taking into consideration the standard deviation of ROA also, which means that how much distributed are ROAs, कितना मतलब जैसे कि ऐसे तो नहीं है कि एकदम से 1% है फिर 4 हो गया, मतलब कितना ज़्यादा आपका वेरिएशन है ROA में वो भी कंसिडर करता है, राइट? सो the higher the Z score, you can say the higher is the stability of the bank and lower are the chances of insolvency. Why? Because a bank will need more standard deviation for the ROA to fall so that the equity becomes 0, right? कितना standard deviation आपको ROA को गिरना पड़ेगा, जितना आपको ज़्यादा distance है उसके बीच में, उसका मतलब कि बैंक ज़्यादा stable है. So you can go and check out the Z score for HDFC Bank, some good stable banks. You can check and compare it with the small banks, right? And you can get an idea of whether the bank is stable or not. So yeah, that was all about the stability of the banks. I hope you liked my video. Thank you so much for watching.